Hello everyone, you're welcome to my channel Eukarya Tools TV. I am Dr. Eukarya and I'm welcoming all my returning viewers and my returning subscribers. If you're seeing this video for the first time or you're seeing my face for the first time, I want to say a big welcome to you all and thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of us in this family, and please do not hesitate to hit on the subscribe button, like the video, share, and drop your thoughts in the comment section if you enjoyed the video. So in this video, we'll be talking about what economics is and also how consumer economics is linked to consumer behavior. First of all, let's define what economics is. What is an economist, or what is economics? Economics is a social science that studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means that have alternative uses. Look at those two words there, ends and scarce means. That means as a person, as a human, we always have wants, we always have needs. And because we will always have wants and needs, every human being have limited resources to take care of all our needs or all the wants. And because we have limited resources to take care of everything we want, there will always be scarcity of resources. And because there is scarcity of resources, the consumer would be left with making a choice amongst the alternative available to him. I have a limited resources and I have different and numerous needs and wants to take care of. I wouldn't have a choice than to make my choice based on the limited resources I have. And because I will make my choice, that will lead me into drawing scale of preference. Pick the most important ones and take care of them. Pick the most vital ones or crucial ones to me and take care of them. After drawing the scale of preference, there will be an opportunity cost. Opportunity cost meaning you need to drop some and go for some. No, this will not benefit me. I'll get this later, but this is the one I need at the moment. That's what opportunity cost is all about. So in economics and human behavior, all of this will always come out. Want, limited resources, scarcity, choice, scale of preference, and opportunity cost. That's all what happens between economics, consumer, and how the consumer manages all of his wants and needs with his limited resources. So consumer economics is also the study of human behavior. How do we mean, or what do we mean by that? The consumer behavior regarding what drives the consumer, what pushes the consumer to take a decision of buying a particular product or service. We also look at that. All those things that enables a consumer to buy from a firm. Before a consumer buys from a firm, something motivated him, something triggered him. There's a need, there's a drive, there's a desire that made him buy from a firm. That's what consumer economics is also talking about. Before a consumer decides to buy from this firm, buy this quantity, buy this color, forgo this and go for this, something triggered all of those things. That's what consumer economics is all about. And consumer economics is always linked with consumer behavior with the following questions. They're always linked together because these questions will always come up. As far as a consumer is involved in terms of purchase decision. These questions will always come out. The first question is, what does the consumer want? What does the consumer want? This question is always there. The second question is, in what quantity does the consumer want the product or the service? It's always a challenge for the firm. It's always a challenge for the society to know what the consumer wants. Secondly, how can these consumers be satisfied? How can this consumer be satisfied? Is a huge question. What product should be produced? It's also a serious question that faces a serious problem and a question that faces the organization. In what quantity are we producing? For who or whom are we producing for? How are we going to produce? Who are we producing for? How do we satisfy the people we are producing for? In what quantity do they want it? In what distribution channel do they want it? What price do they want our product or service? How do we satisfy them? What products are we expected to use to satisfy these customers? All of these questions is what is a serious challenge in consumer economics. Consumer behavior is a difficult one to handle because you need to answer all of these questions. You need to ensure these questions are in proper perspective. Otherwise, as a firm, you might not go far if you don't answer all of these questions, because consumer needs are insatiable. Their wants are insatiable. So as a firm, you try as much as you can to answer these questions in a satisfactory way, and satisfying these questions with actions backing it up. So consumer behavior also talks about consumer economics, also looks at this area. What to produce, who to produce, how are we going to produce, how are we going to deliver it, how are we going to distribute it, how are we going to communicate it to both the potential and the actual customers, in what quantity are we going to produce, what quality are we going to produce, how are we going to produce. All of these questions is what bothers the consumer economist in terms of managing consumer behavior. So this is what we'll be discussing in this video: how consumer economics relates with consumer behavior. They work hand in hand. Remember, a consumer will always decide on what to buy. A consumer will always structure what to buy. A consumer will always organize what he or she will buy. They don't just buy anyhow. They go into serious decision making before buying. And because they go into serious decision making, it affects their buying behavior, both before, during, and after the purchase. It's in all of this, it affects their buying behavior. So as a firm, you have to be intentional about it. You are a consumer economist, you have to be intentional about it to ensure that this consumer behavior, this reaction, this question that is always there, that's always the problem on how to satisfy this consumer, should be answered satisfactorily at the end of the day, so as the firm's organization objective will be achieved, and also customers' expectation will be met and also be exceeded. Thank you. We'll be stopping here. I hope you learned something from this video. If you do, drop your thoughts in the comment section, like the video, hit on the subscribe button. Until I see you on my next video. Thank you, and do have a lovely day. Bye.